Hello everyone, we're back. So, boop. We're waiting to get in. I got my sippy juice. I've got everything all set up. And we're gonna get back to doing main story stuff, hopefully. Depending on how stable the thing is today. Love that stuff. Alright, so. We're here, we're in, off we go. So, I don't believe I have any side quests locked up. I don't, so. We're going to Rogger. And let's continue the story. So, yeah, by and large, we have fought off the ambassador. We've had a complete ending for Suyu, who had a pretty shit character arc for a bit there, and then had oh, she's got amnesia, so now you can't be mad at her. She's actually good, because, you know, she's innocent. She's not the same person, which was really lame. And they're like, no, that's lame. And so she came back as what she was, and she died the way that kind of person would be expected to die. And, yeah, now we're continuing on, telling about how, Zenos is somehow still alive. Oh no. But we know it's not really Zenos. Yes, he's on a trip to Garlemald for reasons. Oh, they're playing the ominous music. Yeah, you know, especially because we buried it. We put that Joker in the ground. We all saw it. Maybe you're saying he's alive and well, living the highlight back in Garlemald? Saw the crown prince to the echo. The meeting would only be taking place in the recent past. Zenos is alive. I don't think it was Zenos, so I just saw him alive. A really convincing puzzle. Zenos is dead. He had a great big hole in his neck. We buried him. Oh, someone desecrated the moon. Sacred! And the saltery, keeping an eye on rebuilding work. And now they're back at the garden. Why don't we go check the grave? This is berries and bloodhound on the locks. This grave was set apart from the others and left unmarked, so it's not to upset the locals. Okay. I would think something like that would be exactly the kind of thing that you would not put in the ground. You would have it somewhere well away from everyone in a secret location so that no one would see or know about it, because otherwise you got issues. But apparently we have issues, so. Oh, there we go. Over here. Port Frontania. Let's see, Stormblood, and we still haven't done that one, and that one. We're just gonna put them in on join, even though, yeah, we're not gonna get to that, so. I also got a new burb while I was doing some stuff off stream. So now I have dramatic flying music. I just like the voice of this person. Alright. Let's kick open this coffin. Crucifixion. Now I begin? Yes. Kick it open. Let's see that Zenos body. Zenos, objectively awesome. Hey, how's it going, Bard?
Oh dear. We seem to be missing a corpse.
Oh dear. Well, yes, that would be awkward, wouldn't it? How do you get out from in the coffin?
It must be somewhere. I only hope it isn't walking around.
Yeah, that happens. You guys really aren't prepared for zombies, given that that's such a common occurrence. Hello. Elf. Show me a spy. XIV is Brutal AI mod. Yeah, that's usually a bad sign. I don't really go for things where that's like incredibly difficult just to be difficult kind of thing. Just because like I don't get out of that like some people do. So, but hey, if you're having fun, you're having fun. It wasn't. That was some trick. He was good to cut his own head off. Anyway, Robin needs to hear about us. Settling down the dome, we were due for another crisis. Take the rising stones then. It's the first time we share this development with others. Otters. Teleport me there, nerd. Oh wow, they actually did. Okay, awesome. Took the right train, still on the way, and there we go. Continuing the story. Oh yeah. Good to see you safe. What news have you from the east? Everything's gone sideways. I actually ran across an interesting thing the other day. It was like, what edgy theories do you have about Final Fantasy XIV? And I was like, well, at the point where I am, I wholeheartedly believe that yes, Minfilia was in fact scooped. She was tempered, and it's just like a comforting hand puppet to make us think that Hydaelyn is in fact one of the good ones kind of thing. But also at this point, we know that we are immune to other primals tempering, which is something that seems to only happen when one person has already been primal tempered. And from what we know, Hydaelyn has taken Minfilia. We know that Hydaelyn has taken Ishtola's eyes. We know that Hydaelyn has taken Thancred's abilities, both as like a person and seemingly his own magic. So it seems like Hydaelyn, the great Mama Crystal, is in fact just the same as any other primal, just a little more subtle about it. And that we, by our actions, are causing faith in Hydaelyn, just like any other primal. Pick some pathfinding, yeah. Yeah, some of the stuff with like the AI things is, it's a difficult balance because like the AI is going to be able to see through walls and stuff because it's programming. The walls don't really mean anything to it. Noters. Smuggers. This new stream is no cause concern. I work only to ensure the salvation of this star. Which is a weird sentence coming from Zenos. In and of himself, a weird man. The new update is 6.55. It has added new content. Apparently you can get a cosmetic lamp in the shape of the low poly grapes. Also, apparently it's more main story quest, so you can get to see Tater in her new Pictomancer outfit. Well, they can't shoot through solid objects, but they know you're there, even if they conceivably shouldn't. That tends to be a problem when they do things like brutal AI, quote-unquote. A betrayer. Surprise. Have you lost your mind? Oh, he did. I have lost many things, but my mind is yet my own. There upon the stage I stood, prepared to take my final bow, only to find that the finale was but an intermission. Wait, is this Zenos? Shall I use this chance to repent for my sins, embrace goodness? Nay, I think not. While the one I yearn to face yet lives, the hunt must go on. Oh god, is this actually Zenos? Are we gonna have 2 Zenos afoot? Ooh, that's a pretty good smug. That's a pretty good smug. We may have 2 Zenos. I'm up for that. I love Garlean stuff. Some of it's so cool and serious and neat looking, and then you have this little dink-ass ornithopter. Ah, that's good. Yeah, alright, continuing on. Wonder. I can do is wait for half an hour. I don't recall last time I had nothing pressing to go on with. We gotta tell the adventure of the fire. You sent here a kind of this new primal. Which one? We encountered 2 new primal? Well, I guess they already knew about the one, technically. Okay. Several cutscenes in a row. Good luck. Well, since it says more than 30 minutes for the thing, I think we'll be fine. Technically, I did purge Zenos, and then he purged himself. Which episode maybe was to begin catalog such relics. To contain threat must require a better understanding of the method itself. Yeah, it seems like they're able to do the same thing that that lady was doing to turn herself into Shiva. Where they're not really summoning the primal, sort of. They're just kind of like manifesting it in themselves. I think, Red. It looks that way. I like their idea of tea. We got snacks, we got sausages and meat stuff. Like, you got a charcuterie board to go along with your tea. That's awesome. What you laughing? My question the Bloodhouse Grapekeepers. They all the same story. Confirms Zenos' dead, corpse was interred. There's little doubt the testimony was on that point. It's a defacement. The council group had more vague. I'll assume the act had been perpetrated by a vengeful Almegan. I was able to confirm that when the offending scrawl was removed, no one involved thought to check the contents of the coffin. By that stage, it was likely the corpse was already missing. Assuming he hasn't risen from the dead, we're left with 2 possibilities. Either the body was disposed of to lend credence to the claims, or an ACN has taken up residence within it. Hey, charcuterie board. If Asahi is affirmative as ready as you believed, you would not have been fooled by an impersonation, however committed. Assume they were dealing with an ACN. Question is how many more monsters are waiting for Alphanod and Garlemald. My presence was his chief reason for going. He understood the risks. I only hope he got understood. Blah blah blah. There might be body snatchers. Oh no. Continuing the cutscenes. Hypersonic Assault Craft LXXV. Hey. I love the keyboard clicking noises, despite the fact that we never see keyboards. It's Alpha Nerd. God, he's short. What does that say? They're not from my cabin. I was curious to know the land over which we flew. Ah, I'm afraid our military craft are built with little thought for such niceties. I'm happy to oblige you, Constable. We're presently passing over the burn on the western edge of Arthod. Near the benefit of porthole, your gaze have agreed with naught but miles upon miles of lifeless earth. I've read something of the burn. It's described as a desolate wasteland, bled dry by every last drop of aether. It's believed that the succession of icon summonings was responsible. Emperor Solus first came to Arthur and beheld this blight. He had said he would reel to the scale of devastation. He put icons a threat to our very existence, and issued an empire decree ordering the eradication of all. Yeah, well, that's a pretty good idea, honestly. Every time y'all summon these things, it makes it worse. Oh, no attack, sir. Magitech armor. No physical designation. Magitech? But who? A rebellion. Turn fire. Damage report. We're damaged, sir. Going down, down, down. Jigga, we're going down, swinging. Be a number one with a bullet. Let a gun complex cocking bullet. Oh no, Alpha Nerd. Anyways. Glad you have it back. We're landed in one piece, more or less. The air filtration system's damaged and the ship is filling with smoke. Gather up and get out. Nah. These things are pretty durable. They can just fall out the sky and not break. It didn't blow up or fall apart, so that's pretty impressive. Ah. Ah. Oh, that's balls. Okay. So I have to go to a fight. Which I wish it had said that and auto withdrew you at the start. Because why would I think that it would be a thing? So, okay. That's obnoxious. Let's see. Will it just take me into the battle? Hopefully. Okay. Just take me to the battle. There we go. Okay. Why am I in a battle? Oh. You fight as Alpha Nerd. Don't want to? Deals damage. HP. Deals damage. Okay. So... search for survivors. I don't even see any bodies around. Map is useless, so... I really don't like when they do these, like, unguided, look around, good luck kind of ones, because they don't really work all out. There we go. Ah, I have to attack the wreckage, I guess. Oh, really? Moving the camera. Well, I haven't played as a mage in this game, so that's fair. Get up, nerd. Did that work? Nope. There we go. Look at Shizud. Ah. The prince wishes none left alive. Ready your weapons. We're gonna start getting hit, aren't they? I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I've never played a spellcaster. Alright, there we go. Okay, I'm just going to have aggro on this the whole time, because I want to see if you keep an aggro off. There we go. He's almost dead. Now he's dead. I don't use chapsticks, so I don't know. I don't like sticky very much. I have a texture thing, so I don't use chapstick. I don't know why. It just like it really bothers me, and I just can't deal with it. I've been that way since I was little. I hate sticky stuff on my hands too. Oh boy, we better stand out here in this wide open desert and wonder how we're getting attacked. Not here. Not like this. Haha. Oh, snap. Lol. Well, hello there. Who in the Emperor's name? No carbon crisis. Let's finish this thing. I like this dude with the gunblade. It's edgy old man. Alright, look at that coat. That's a cool coat. Alright, game, you can do it. There we go. My spells don't feel very damaging, I'm not gonna lie. Ah yes, menacing mercenary. His incredibly fancy gunblade techniques. Here's a heal, buddy. Really? There we go. Ah, I see. I'm role-playing as Alpha Nerd. Yeah. There is, like for this one brand of soap that I like, because it's like really nice bar soap. But they also make like different things. They make like liquid soap, but they also have, really good, like, not even cream, because it's a little too thick to call it like lotion. But it's really good stuff for like if you have cracked skin and stuff. It's called Bare Knuckle Brawler. Remember, like, what's with damage that well? Ah, okay, yes, so I should be standing in that circle. Got it. Thanks for telling me a thing that I didn't know about a character class I don't play. Goodbye, Carbuncle. Intervention was most timely. Glare. I don't think I mean an Eosian in this place, let alone silent. How do you know what he is? You know me, sir? I have some small history with your order. Hey, I know, right? That's what I go for with my character. The severity of your predicament? The soldiers bore the insignia of the Emperor's personal guard. I'm sure I guess, but you're a adventurer. Will you not tell us who you are? Our names are not yours for the asking, and as for our purpose, let this be your answer. To kill them all. An Asian mask. The face of our prey. Baller. We're gonna keep killing Asians until we can't anymore. I like these guys. So wait, before more arrive. Come with us to stay, but make your choice now. Even should we manage the long trek out of the burn and skip past the capital, we would no doubt be treated by the Emperor's guards. We accept your gracious offer. Shadow hunting will suffice for the present. There's in Marvel Comics when they were doing the invasion stuff, where they had the aliens that could disguise themselves as, pretty much anybody kind of thing. There was this, like, it was a whole big thing about discovering the aliens, and God, that's a lot of masks. Figuring out who was real and who wasn't, and like nobody could tell at first, and da 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 da. But there was this group of like fucking losers and nobodies kind of thing, right? And somehow these guys could tell who were the actual aliens, but the way that they could tell was they were eating them. Which is objectively one of the best things that I've read from Marvel Comics. And they just didn't use it anymore after that. Who hasn't? Going with you. Can't very well sit here sipping tea. There's action to be taken. Forgive me, but the province is a hostile territory and stealth is important. It's safer if I go alone. I can sneak well enough. No, you can't. I'll go with him. How exactly would that be any better? I have a gun. Lest you forget, you've grown rather famous. I have not. I could change out of my Bean Pope outfit. No one would notice. Actually, in the Netflix Common Rider, or not Netflix, Amazon Prime? Yes, Amazon Prime. Common Rider Amazon. That was a big plot point, that because the Common Rider was using the ability of the Amazons, it was progressively causing him problems. And at first he's like, yeah, you won't have to eat people if you just eat enough protein. You can stave off the hunger kind of thing. And later on over the course of it, one of the two Common Rider just started eating the other Amazons instead of eating people. So he was literally finding the monsters and then just devouring them. So he became like a monster for the monsters. That was really cool, and I liked it a lot. There's like a scene at one point where you like several monsters were running from it, and he had like tackled one to into the sand and was just ripping chunks out of him and just devouring it in front of them. It was pretty brutal. I liked it a lot. But I like when you have like a monster character kind of thing and you have the, you know, you are what you eat kind of deal. Yeah, let's get our money and continue on. I've come hoping there's I'm afraid there isn't any. Everything is exactly as I still investigating Primal's device. Thank God it's getting intelligence, and Alpha Naut is still out there somewhere. Even dual wielding a sickle and hammer. There's no word since his first scheduled report. It's driving me mad. I don't think a lot of them would like Brezhnev just because, like, one, they wouldn't get the reference, and two, it's kind of out of place in the rest of everything. So it would just feel gimmicky, I guess. It depends on the GM, really. Welcome, Surprising Stone. Do you have a message? The Alliance leadership will soon convene to discuss the matter of ACN interference and humbly request the presence of the silence. Nodders. Assess intelligence provided by now making resistance. They too suspect ACN involvement, which to deliberate on the course of action. Oh, cool. We're gonna go talk to the council. Of course I will. I love that I can just be like, nah, I'm good, and then just fuck off, even though, like, you gotta. Okay, so we're gonna go talk with them all about the things what have happened and are continuing to happen. Say mutely. Let's ready to depart, shall we? And then we need to go catch our Tancred. Real, is Tancred coming back? Ah, it is. He says he's inquired some intelligence. Being in Garland territory, we're gonna risk sharing the particulars. So I said you'd be back as quickly as you could and make sure someone was waiting for him in Alameda Quarter. Go, go, yeah. We're bound for me anyways. Let's go. Nodders. Nodders! Yeah, but I mean, like, it's out of place with like a D&D name kind of thing. I think that's probably more the gripe anyways, because they would just be expecting it to be some kind of gimmick character. And some people don't like gimmick characters, and they're like, yeah, depending on the game. If it's like a serious game, they don't necessarily like funny characters. They get grumpy about it. Honestly, I don't feel that you should ever have a fully serious game without at least one silly character, because if you have a fully serious thing, it's just boring. Alright, where's the fucking alleyway so I can go up to this thing? I hate navigating some of this. Fuck it. Bird. Fuck you. I ain't navigating shit. Hate some of these cities. Badly designed. Alright, there we go. Give him some water and talk to this loser. Who I still believe...
God, I needed that.
I still believe that Thancred and Ishtola are tempered.
Whatever brought you galloping back to us, I assume it's
I still believe that they are tempered, which is why Ishtola doesn't have her eyes, but she's much more powerful. And Thancred doesn't have his magic, but is significantly stronger and more, well, functional. He's not kind of a loser.
Rebels in several other provinces were inspired to follow suit. Unfortunately, they did not.
And Menphilia has been taken in as being used as a hand puppet by the Primal of Light.
Paid the heaviest price. For their defiance, the Emperor made a show of razing their capital to the ground, prompting many of their neighbors to abandon thoughts of resistance. But not all have given up on liberty. Heartened by the news of Doma's prisoner exchange, some still believe that the Empire may one day be amenable to negotiation.
Why would they be
We have
that?
the Shinobi to thank for spreading the good word. They have worked tirelessly to keep the subjugated informed, and a little knowledge can go a long way.
Still playing this musical motif, so I think I'm still somehow in Stormblood. Despite everything, I've still not escaped Stormblood.
A spark in want of kindling, yes. The Alliance has already begun supplying materiel to resistance movements abroad, many of whom
Oh,
would
cool, we're
otherwise
helping the
struggle to
Vietnam
continue
War.
the fight.
Oh boy.
The support effort has been led by the Sultana and the Elder Seedseer, who have both seen enough Ala-Megan refugees to know the consequences of oppression. And for their troubles, they have quickly earned a reputation as folk heroes in certain corners of the Empire.
Tater is a folk
That
hero.
is all for the provinces. As for the Garlean motherland itself, our friends the Populares have suffered something of a setback, I regret to say. Talk is rife that Doma has summoned a primal, and the Empire's more liberal voices are being drowned out in the fearful clamour for retribution.
Technically
Who
did
do they
happen.
think orchestrated this summoning?
Not the point.
Oh, any but those truly responsible. Zenos has seen to that. Speaking of whom, the Crown Prince is recovering remarkably well. Well enough, in fact, to enable him to personally tour the provinces, putting the fear of the Emperor into the hearts of any would-be dissidents.
Yeah, that'll do.
He walks in plain sight, and none suspect him. Then it's as we feared.
A clown.
Yes, an Ascian wears his skin.
See, like, this is playing them up as, like, really cool, creepy skinwalker
But
kind of
it was
things.
not that which brought me here in such
But we
haste.
really know that they're just, like,
During my time in the
failures.
provinces,
Like, because, I
learned
mean,
nothing
they took
new.
over Thancred.
Yet
And
at no point did I hear any report of a Doman emissary in the capital.
But Alphonse should have arrived by now. Could they be holding in there in secret?
The possibility did cross my mind, but I have reason to believe he never reached his destination. As you know, scions assigned to covert operations, such as Riol and myself, are issued special link pearls for communication in the event of an emergency.
Oh, you just don't hand those out to anybody else, huh? I don't get
I
one.
mention this because it was originally Alphino's task to coordinate the response at headquarters, meaning he has one. And whose voice should I hear when mine recently crackled to life?
You spoke with Alphino?
Spoke with, no. I but heard his voice, and none too clearly at that. 2 words were all I could make out. The burn.
The burn.
The wasteland on the edge of Otherd. Something must have happened to them there.
Neat. We gonna go looking? Am I gonna get to go to a new place?
There's no time to waste. We must make for the burn at once.
Send me to Garlemald.
I had a feeling you might say that.
And? I can't very well sit around here drinking tea if Alphino's in trouble. You said yourself that this link pill was only to be used in emergencies.
Everyone making fun of tea. You can just put it in a canteen
So
and take it with you.
And that's the end of it.
Don't be mean. Barbarian. Yay.
Oh, far be it from me to change your minds.
My joke character was Bones McGee, a skeleton bard. That was totally not a skeleton because he was wearing a skull mask on his face. And obviously, that would just be silly for a skeleton to wear a skull mask. So he must have just been a perfectly normal human. We'll pay you a visit. We want to make sure about these developments and tell us how to reach the burn. Alright, so we're off to Doma to meet with the Stola. Yeah, we had a very busy day, so she's currently taking a nap. We went and saw Mean Girls in theater. He wasn't technically a lich. He was a bard. He was just a skeleton, who of course had a bone flute because that's funny. But yeah, so the whole thing was Mel's character was a actual necromancer. Like she was going for a wizard and going with a necromancer build. And so since she was a necromancer, the whole thing was her character used to be a wizard that was at like a fancy monastery kind of thing and got a hold of a scroll, and when reading from the scroll to try and gain more magic knowledge kind of thing, had accidentally summoned this skeleton bard. And this skeleton, despite technically being like a summoned skeleton, was completely out of their control and seemed to have a personality and everything of its own, and so was just doing whatever it wanted to do. So of course it was pretending to be a bard, and of course they got thrown out of the monastery because what the fuck, you can't do that, that's illegal. And so that's how we met up with the rest of the party and did the little one shot that we were part of. It was a lot of fun. So, you know, some minor rule of cooling, but yeah, we had basically like because of being a skeleton kind of thing, they were immune to poison and didn't need to sleep or eat kind of thing. But then obviously they had a minor down on constitution because like there's no meat on them bones kind of thing. It was pretty fun. Very charismatic though, because they're a bard, so obviously great deal of charisma. Hey, just pretending to be some basic bitch instead of the lich, huh? I must have my attention. I shall bear that you have told me in mind. Should you notice any change, do not hesitate to seek me out. I have my mug of good sipping juice. It's been not long. Who was it you were speaking with? Local miners supplied crystals for the rebuilding effort. Of late, he claims to have struggled to find a crystal with so much as a trace of elemental energy. Weird. Learning that some knowledge is seeking my counsel. As he described, to avoid elemental energy, purely reminiscent of the de-aspected crystals that manifested in Yorza in the days prior to the famine. It'd be wise to investigate this phenomenon more closely. Phenomenon, sunshine, sunshine. Locals seem to be taking a liking to you. Cat. Interest. Sight of a cat with a particular contraption upon her head. A certain novelty of Agony's part. In the actual regard, maybe I owe wholly to you and the others who came before. Simply put, by focusing one's wills upon an aether-infused object of worship, it is possible to conduct a summoning. The fact that the objects of worship is key, that they are themselves are substitutes with the... Yeah, because it's all about the belief in the crystals, so that makes sense. That makes perfect sense. It really is in keeping with the yokai kind of stuff, where like things start being infused with their own energy kind of deal. Makes a lot of sense. A form nourished through the power of crystals also provided by her brother, and thus was Tsukiyomi brought into being. Nodders. Moving the question, the preventative measures, to which I have yet to find a satisfying answer. The presence, I know not will avail us, save to keep watch over the movements of relics and crystals. Here in the land of Doma, anything can become a nuke. Has something happened to Alpha Nerd? Everything happens to Alpha Nerd. Always. Truly glad of your help. If there's nothing else, I shall go ahead and request an audience with Lord Hien. This little town, conceal. We shall join her at the Can. Is it can. Is it can. Oh, ow. Oh, ow. Alright. Teleport me in. I want to get to the new stuff. New. It is to say you shall have cool cooperation, even if Alexandria does lead to the burn of all places. Money. Meow. Here's news: the burn occupies a special place in Guardian history. Every child in the Empire is filled with a tale. The verdant land teemed with life, with incessant sowings of blood-dry aether and reduced to a desert. Upon beholding the devastation of the primals wrought, the Emperor Zenos was spurred to embark upon his crusade. You know why I've gone there? Shot down. Plus, on the route to Galamaz, no place to make a stop. My guess is they encountered some trouble. We have no choice but to take our search to the burn. Given the distance involved, it's best we went by bird. Here in Sugar and I have our Yoles, Yugiri. You have a falcon? I shall gather our swift birds. In the House of the Fierce, there's an overlook. Pray join us there once you have set your preparations. Yeah. Alright, I doubt there's going to be any side quests, doesn't look like it. They've got the hand, that's one of my favorite mounts. Going to get some repairs done. Oh yeah, that's right, I can do the drop-off basket for stuff. Vitamin salt. Hippogriff skin. Might as well do that just to get rid of some stuff. Bet. There we go. Just good for me to do. Alright, so House of the Fierce over in Yangshi. Yeah, no side quests. Alright. Up we go. There's the rest of the bird. Let's go. Remember, this nation is a barren wasteland. There's no civilization for hundreds of miles. Take care you don't lose your way. Don't lose your way. Oh god, this is a fucking duty? Of course it is. NPCs! Oh, yeah. Good. I don't have to wait for stuff. I can just freaking do it. Oh, this one's back to having NPCs around. The other main story quests that we just went through, several in a row, don't have NPCs. Because shut up. Even though you have to do them to progress the story.
Make ready, friends! We are come to the burn!
Okay. Desert. Neat. Oh. Yeah, good luck. Everyone's getting snow, but we're in Virginia, so we're in the garbage state where we're probably not going to. Apparently all the Midwest is getting, like, tons of snow and cold and stuff, but, yeah, nah. We're here in the East Coast, and unfortunately we're here in Virginia, which is just the garbage state as far as weather. So it's probably going to be, like, 40 and wet, and then get nothing. And I'm going to be torqued about it, because I love snow. Honestly, snow and snuggles are the only reason to have cold. And, well, she's taking a nap, and we won't get snow, so meh. I mean, yeah. What can you do, right? It snowed. Darn shame, really. You're stuck. I love snow. You know, I don't think I have any hot cocoa. The wife has hot cocoa, but hers has mint in it, and I'm not a fan of mint. But I do have tea. I have some very good tea. I have some Yorkshire Gold. I have some actual, like, Japanese green tea. I have several different really nice teas. I have one called Cinnamon Sunset, which is actually really nice and very cinnamon. Huh, rocks fall and no one died. Weird. I don't much care for that. Once again, Heian, the samurai, somehow a tank. Oh, I should probably back up ever so slightly so I'm not in the rocks fall and everyone gets injured section. Just, you know, sensible things.
I shall make it quick.
This is working out really nice, because since we're fighting them here, the rocks fall and they get hit by a rock. That's pretty good. I'm glad. That works out
You
nice.
shall fall soon enough.
Meanwhile, our NPCs stand in the rock as well. Well, I guess she didn't actually get hurt by it, so never mind. Have good and get you some sleep. I'll be here progressing the storyline. I look forward to getting into a new area. Whee! Burnt ass things. Ah, I wish. Nah, you know the new Mandeville won't be until the end of the storyline, so it'll be a while till I get into new Mandeville. I can dream, but I won't get it. Also, if you have a chance to watch it, that new Mean Girls movie is actually pretty solid. It was very fun. Me and the wife went and saw that today. They have done, like, shit none advertising for it here in the States, and it's a damn shame, because they put a lot of work into it, and it really was very fun. That is absolutely the kind of thing that I think will become a cult classic, because I don't think it's going to make any money. They have put no work into letting people know it even exists, much less that it's, like, it's really good. It was just solid. It was fun to watch. If you like camp or musicals, like, you'll like it, basically. It was very good. But, yeah, unfortunately, they have put none effort into making sure that people even know it's a musical. So, I don't know. I don't feel like it'll do well, which is a damn shame. Ton of practical stuff, really good choreography, really nice cinematography. Like, so it's just solid. It's just a good movie. I had worried a bit because at the start it had, like, I want to say like 20 minutes of previews, but it's just like there's just a crap ton of movies that are coming up kind of thing, so it had a lot of previews. Yeah, there's been a lot of movies lately that have just, like, you know, they claim that they spend almost as much as their, you know, almost as much money as they spent to make the movie on PR stuff. But the thing of it is, where? where does that money go? Because so many movies lately have had terrible advertising. Like, either just completely miss the point of the movie. Like, in the case of Mean Girls, there's no mention of it even being a musical. Which, a campy musical and Mean Girls is exactly the kind of thing that their core audience, women and gays, would want to go see. So it just sounds like a shitty remake for a money grab, when actually it's really good. And it's exactly the kind of thing that their core audience would want to go see if they knew that it was what they wanted to go see. But instead they just think it's some, cringe money grab trying to trade in on nostalgia, which it absolutely isn't. So go figure. I feel like at this point, so many of these giant companies keep doing what they've always done, which is throw ludicrous amounts of money at stuff, but they're not getting any returns on that money. Like, no one knows about this, this movie. There's a lot of times where, again and again, movies have spent a shit ton on advertising, but it's what's being advertised is completely different from the actual movie. The most recent Resident Evil movie, show, whatever it was, like, here in the States, the advertisement for it was comical. Like, a wildly out of tone deaf music, and just like a bunch of jump cuts and things like that. It was atrocious, right? So it looked like it was just going to be a dumpster fire, and apparently it was solid enough, but it was nothing like what the advertisement was playing it off as, which is just stupid. And they've done it again and again and again. Like, honestly, the Five Nights movie versus that one with, oh god, I can't remember his name. He played Ghost Rider. He was in the one where they stole the Declaration of Independence. But anyways, that guy, he did basically a Five Nights movie before Five Nights, and that movie had exactly none advertisement anywhere. But it was really good for what it was. Nick Cage, thank you. So that movie was very much a Nick Cage is allowed to chew the scenery movie. And if you like Nick Cage when he's allowed to just go ham, that movie would have been great for you. However, they told nobody. And so it's just like, surprise, this thing is out. And that was the amount of advertising. But then they claimed that, like, oh yes, we have a $200 million budget and we spent $200 million on advertising. To whom? To whom did you spend that money? Because no one knew about it. Huh. These are not the droids you're looking for. Why are there just droids under the ground? Is it just like freaking Allegan technology just everywhere? Like, just left under the dirt? How bizarre. But anyways, you should be getting to sleep. It's late and you may wake up to snow. An objectively good way to wake up to. Oh yes, right down here in the corner. This is Allegan. A scorpion clad in crystal. How curious. What did it have to feed off down here? Yeah. It was probably eating the crystals. Honestly, it was probably bred by the Allegans, since they like to do war crimes and, genetic manipulation. And now we're in Allegan Place. So neat. Here we go. Char Dreadnought. Char's Dreadnought? It can't be Char's Dreadnought. It's not red. I know what Char's like. Everything he has, red. He might as well be an orc.
Enough!
Oy, oy, oy.
Out of
Alright,
my
I'm
way.
out of drink. That's a bummer. Sipping on my water, which I'll need to refill. I think at our halfway point break, I'll get some more water. Hey, how's it going? Yes, I did hit level 90. Is this still Stormblood? Oh, fuck me. Yeah, no, I turned in my Wonder Book for the week, and that hit me to 90. Ah. How long does it take to get out of Stormblood? Jeez. That's a lot of bugs. That's a big bug. Nope. Absolutely ridiculous. How big is Stormblood? I mean, yeah. At this point, like, Zenos ain't dead, question mark, but Zenos might also be an Acian. But there might also be something else, so I don't. I have killed the Tsukiyomi and gave Tsuyu the ending that she deserved for that character. So at least there's been that. I absolutely hated that whole, like, oh, she's lost her memory, so she can't be held accountable for the things that she's done. Now she's innocent. It's like, no, that's lame and just lazy writing. It doesn't allow the character to both grow and have consequences. It just takes that all away, and I hated that. So I'm glad that they got that out of the way. I'm glad that they allowed her to be herself at the end, and that was appreciated. The other person whose name I can't remember at the moment, but Irish and committed war crimes, that sucked. That ending for her, just like, that was just trash. And Zenos is apparently still Zenos, so I'm fine with that. The Acian pretending to be Zenos is at least pretending to be Zenos the way Zenos would be. And there's the possibility of just actual Zenos being around too. So that's fun. Zenos just being like, I'm too gay for this, gets out of his own grave. I would like for you to stop doing that so I can murder you properly. There we go. But yes, I'm so glad that I'm almost at the end. Stormblood is taking forever. And I can't get better gear for a while, which is also a bit goofy. So I'm basically, probably just from doing stuff, going to start gathering up tombstones for different things that I won't really be able to use because I'm nowhere near leveled to be able to get to the place where you use them. And that probably means I'll end up being full on those things before I even get to where I can get any value out of that, which sucks. Huh. Huh. Well, that's a thing.
Let's give them a show.
Yeah, you just straight up used a limit break on it right off the bat, huh? Why? Ah, well. Okay. Right.
Out of my way.
Alright, fight the go-kart. The glowing rock fighters. Well, we weren't in the way, so that's what mattered. One or more story dungeons until Shadowbringer. Awesome. Fantastic. I can't wait to be out of here. Yeah, this is in the burn, so I figure that's progressing things pretty good. Whoa, no. Uh-oh. Ow, ow, ow. Rude. Almost died. It's fine. Dungeons, not trials. Is this a trial or a dungeon? I mean, this should be a main story thing, because I'm able to play it with NPCs, so... Gauntlets of naming, I don't use those. Oh, you mean like there's a possibility of like a big boss battle? That's a pretty view. Macaulay Culkin. Kukulkin. Hehehe. Flammenwerfer. Why does this music for this area feel kind of like phoned in? Not to be like, not that saying that it's garbage or something. I'm saying like, it feels like it's being recorded from a distance, like it's old music from an older game.
You shall fall soon enough.
Oh, ads, oh boy. I like this desert, it's so pretty. Token's budget at the time did not account for a studio, so he did so on the office floor. Jesus! Okay. Bet. I mean, like... Darn shame, really. Pay your people. One thing I have appreciated, Final Fantasy XIV has some absolutely banging music. Final Fantasy XIV, like, the music here slaps. I totally understand why people would get an LP for it if they do like LPs. No, of course, I can't interrupt that because shut up, that's why. Once again proving, why do I have head graze? That is just an extra move that doesn't do anything and is really kind of obnoxious. Desert Spice. Oh no, he's got a hork. There's so many times where, like, I know I've complained about it a lot because I'm a complaining baby, that, like, this move does nothing. This move is useless except for, like, 2 situations, and you're just as good off to get out of the way than use that ability. So if the ability is so pointless, why not just not have the ability? Simplify, streamline, let people enjoy the game. Because they're really big on the mechanics and stuff and the fights and things. And those are enjoyable, so you might as well let people enjoy them instead of trying to juggle useless crap that they're not even going to use anyways. Because the information for when you can use head graze versus you can't is very hard to notice. And I don't know if there's a setting that changes that to make it much more noticeable, but as is, it's pretty shitty. And I just almost never encounter something where I can even use that move. And the move that causes slow is almost never used by anybody. It's pretty lame, and really is only helpful in PvP, so why even have it in the PvE? Likewise, the move that chains them to the ground does nothing because you're going to be attacking them right after. Yeah, I can't stun. And like, the interrupt bar, like if it's an interrupt versus a stun, the bar is slightly different colored. And maybe it blinks. And even that, like I said, it's just a little bar up here at the top. It's very hard to see, and the distinctness between I can head graze it versus you need to have a stun for it is very, very small. And head graze is almost never useful. So like I said, it's just another ability like the shackles, like the leg shot, that almost no one uses because it's almost never useful. So that's just bar bloat. And there's a lot of bar bloat for a lot of classes. You know, the being able to turn on your enmity is good if you want to switch off tanks, kind of thing. Cool. Having the shirk ability so you can give enmity to somebody else is pretty cool in very specific situations. But it should just be an effect of your enmity button. Like, click someone, hit shirk. You know, or click someone, hit the enmity button, and then you can pass it off to them. Like, that would streamline things and make less bar bloat. Yeah, but a stun is not a head graze. And that's what I'm saying. The stun versus the head graze, like, it's very hard to tell whether a move can be stopped with a stun or a head graze. But head graze is almost never useful. I have seen like 2 times when I can use a head graze. So it's almost pointless to even have. I don't know why they don't just make them all stuns. You know, interrupt versus a stun, almost nothing is interruptible, so why bother? Just have them all be stuns. It's less programming, it's less bar bloat. That is a dragon. Okay. Why is there a desert dragon? Bet. Okay, well, here we go.
Enough!
Oh, that's a neat design. Hey, wow, I paid attention. Cool.
Forward! Forward!
It's all over now.
Enough!
Well, that's what I'm saying, like the, oh, that's weird. Being able to stun them is almost universally useful. It's usable in a lot of situations. It's usable to interrupt a lot of things, blah, blah, blah. Being able to interrupt is almost never useful. Oh, well, that's why I shouldn't shoot them. Well, I've learned my lesson on that one. And like you said, you say that being able to interrupt them is helpful on some fights. Can you name one offhand? Because at this point, I'm probably half as far as you are. And I don't even know of any where being able to interrupt was useful compared to a stun, and or where an interrupt was needed.
Enough!
Like I said, it just seems weird to have the two types and have most people have stuns, but only have an interrupt. Uh-oh. Game? Game. There it goes. Yeah, it's about that time. We have to do the... Oh wait, it's farther away. Okay. Nice. Yeah, see, melee DPS, white mage, tanks, they all have stuns. And then, like I said, stuns are almost universally useful. And then ranged physical have an interrupt. And the interrupt is almost never useful. So it just puts you in a situation of it's bar bloat. There's almost never a point when you would need it. And it's an extra... Machinist doesn't have a stun. I don't have a stun. Not unless it's connected to doing the job class thing. In which case, I haven't gotten far enough in the story to get that stun.
Sand in my every conceivable place. I'm quite ready to leave this wasteland. But first things first.
No, you're missing the point I'm trying to make here. The thing is, an interrupt is only useful in a very narrow amount of situations, where a stun is almost universally useful. If you're almost never going to use a mechanic, then you might as well cut that mechanic and make everyone have a stun, and then you have the stun is either useful or it doesn't. A stun either works or it doesn't, and everybody has a stun, and then you're done. You see the thing, you want to stop the thing, you hit the stun. They're either stun immune, and you stop doing that, or it works, and it's helpful. Done. It's much simpler. It narrows everything down. It makes it more streamlined instead of having this vestigial mechanic that you almost never use. So, like, it feels extra, but also limited. It doesn't help almost at all. Because, like I said, there has been no times that I can even remember where I needed to use an interrupt, where a stun wouldn't have worked. And there has been almost no times when having that interrupt was more effective than just getting out of the way. So either let me interrupt the move, or just say, no, they're immune to that, and I'll get out of the way. It's just, it feels extra, but also pointless. So it's just not fun to deal with. You know, far and beyond just the fact that it's not very clear. It's just very much like not fun to use.
Hand-picked soldiers, answering only to the royal family.
Still in a cutscene.
That would explain why all the casualties are Garlean. They were fighting their own.
Oh no, they're fighting their own.
You're saying the Emperor was behind all this? That Alphino is his prisoner?
We don't know that yet. We haven't found his little bitch body, so we can assume he's still alive.
Aye, we must not jump to conclusions. Besides, Alphino is more than capable of looking after himself, is he not?
Yeah,
I suggest we return to Doma to consider our options. Whatever happened here, Master Alphino is long gone, and any subsequent search may safely be left in the hands of the shinobi.
Yeah, and I wager you probably can't. Because either a stun is usable, or you couldn't interrupt the ability anyways, so there was no point to having that quote-unquote interrupt. I mean that as the interrupt move, not the ability to stop a move. A stun is technically an interrupt because a stun will interrupt a
If
move.
you die on me, I will
So
never let you
it
hear the
is a vestigial mechanic that is almost never used, but it adds bar bloat to several classes. For no real reason when, like, a white mage has a stun, tanks have stuns, melee physicals have stuns. Just have, just convert all interrupts. Like, make head graze a stun. Because, like, it even says, interrupts the use of a target's action. Why would that not be a stun? And almost no times where I thought to use my ability to even check if I could interrupt would it have been more useful than just getting out of the way. So I think that that is one of the things where it's just a waste of everyone's time to even have. Alright. Because, like, if you read what it says, instant cast interrupts the use of a target's action. Why not just have that be a stun? Have them all be the same type of move so that anybody can pop that off and either knock them out for a couple seconds or interrupt the move that they're doing. And it either works or it doesn't. Because, like, a bunch of them, they're immune to stun anyways, so you can't interrupt the move that they're doing. So, which is another beef that I have, because sometimes you can absolutely stun them, and they will be stunned and have the stun symbol, and the move will still go off. So, that is, I have a beef with the stun/interrupt system in general, because it's poorly telegraphed, and there are a lot of points where there are things happening that shouldn't, one way or the other. Anyways, I am going to do the usual, which is, we're at about an hour and a half. I'm going to refill my drink, take a quick restroom break, and reset the game to help stop the memory leak. So I will be back shortly. That is this button. Alright, and we're back. So, we are getting back into it. We will continue on our merry way. I've been finding that that seems to help a little bit, because it does seem to get a bit of a memory leak as we go along from both playing the game and streaming together. It seems to cause a memory leak, which is fine. We are running it in a less than optimal way, since we have to run it in the other DirectX version to not cause it to nuke my graphics card. Oh. Let's go. And I think that, you know, since you're talking about the snake boss, I don't even remember having to do that for the snake boss. I think some of the stuff that they have fixed and or updated over time has made certain other things just kind of like left around. And it feels like something that they should get rid of.
What brings you here?
They just bring things up to date and optimized a bit.
Oh, Alliance business. We have a request for Doma. Well, Hean.
Yeah, making all of them be a stun. Making the stun work a little better kind of thing.
Did you manage to
Yeah, those are touch-ups that I hope will come with Dawn Trail. Since I doubt they'll really put in that kind of major legwork until the new expansion comes out.
Well, if he wasn't at the crash site, he might still have escaped. We have to keep searching.
And we will. Alphino embarked on this journey as an emissary of Doma, and I hold myself responsible for his safe return. I will have our shinobi in the provinces search for him as a matter of urgency.
They sure have a lot of shinobi, like, everywhere.
You'll get to admonish your brother for his recklessness yet.
You know, for a recently rebelled and got free of Garlemald, they sure have, like, shinobi just everywhere.
I'm sure he's going to be fine. There is one thing I'm not sure about, though. You said it was the Emperor's personal guard that attacked Alphino's airship. But the Popularis would never have been able to arrange the prisoner exchange without Varus's blessing. So why would he sabotage his own mission?
Have a good, Angela. Get you some sleep.
They may not have been acting on Varus's orders. The guard answer not only to him, but to his family.
I'll be here, and I'll be going forward. Hopefully, to a newer, better expansion. Once I'm free of Stormblood.
Had violated the terms of our agreement, that the negotiations had failed. And it is this version of events that is now being repeated across Garlemald. To hear the tale, one would think the prisoner exchange never took place. Plainly, someone is manipulating matters from the shadows. Most likely,
They said shadows.
whoever it is that wears his face.
Whichever Ascian you mean. We all know the nature of our adversary.
Our adversary.
The servants of chaos are true to their name. Their meddling has cost Doma a chance at peace.
Doma.
Whoever it was that loosed his personal guard, the Emperor cannot be ignorant of these developments. We must proceed on the assumption that our treaty is indeed in tatters.
Our treaty with the world conquerors. You know, the guys that go around committing war crimes and taking places over.
You have journeyed far. Let me hear your petition.
Right. So the big news is that Alamigo has agreed to join the Eorzean Alliance.
Woo.
To make it official and discuss where we all go from here, the leaders of the 5 nations are planning to hold a meeting, and we were hoping you might come too. We've already seen what we can achieve when we work together, and the Alliance hopes to work even more closely in future. They think it's our best hope of keeping the Garleans in check, and I agree.
Keeping the Garleans in check?
As do I. By coordinating our efforts in the east and west, we may be able to discourage them from committing their forces to a single front.
Well, that is a
I
way to
accept
do
your
it.
invitation. I must, however, ask for time to attend to some pressing matters here. In light of recent events, the risk of Imperial reprisals is greater than ever, and I would not leave Dorma unguarded. Ere I depart, I must shore up her defenses.
Yeah, especially after sinking the castle.
Understood. I'll let the Alliance know. We'll wait to hear from you before setting a date. The meeting's to be held at the Royal Palace in Alamigo, incidentally. Do you remember the way?
Well enough. Please assure my hosts that I will not keep them waiting any longer than I have to.
Consider it done. And thank you for agreeing to come. If we all put our heads together, we're sure to find the best way forward. For everyone.
Kill the Emperor. Got it. Oh wait, that's a solution-based thinking. Welcome to stay, of course. Not offered, I would have requested. Where the Ascians are concerned, not maybe left to chance. There doesn't seem to be enough time for anything else there. Did get to see this a little of the Enclave. You made excellent progress. Since they had a chance to get off you go. I would help with you in private. Huh? Alright, time to go see Lisa. Let's go send her on her way. Knowing you probably guessed. Saxon says alright, but she's clearly barely coping. I'll say I know it's overbearing, willful and reckless, and that's fine. It's how she deals with feeling weak. She has to keep moving or she's afraid she'll fall apart. Yeah, that's the anxiety for you. So to keep on us, I had Papa Limo, now I have friends in Resistance. LSA has you in the Scions. Before you start, I'm not saying you're neglecting her. I'm sure you aren't, and I'm sure you won't. She's a good friend, and when I see her like this, I can't help worrying. So please make sure you give her all the support she needs. You have nothing to worry about. Go away. Stop momming. Otters. Anything I can do, you have only need to ask. Okay, could you go back to your regular outfit? Because this one does not do it. You don't look like a punch girl anywhere. You look like a princess. I find punch girls fun. Really? Alright, back to the castle. Have fun storming the castle. Corpse dancer. Concerning. Yes, yes, let us in. Alright. They are assembled, let's begin. These big cushy mats.
If we are to ready ourselves for invasion, we shall need manpower, provisions, and time, all of which are in notably short supply.
Yeah, well.
Candid as ever, you giddy. And correct, I concede. Fortunately, I have an idea.
Do you now? What is your idea?
'Tis plain no single nation can stand against the might of the Empire. And it was only with the aid of others that Dorma succeeded in winning her freedom. So, I mean to take a leaf out of our Eorzean friends' book and form an alliance of our own.
Ah, the Dolmen Alliance. The Easterner
In
Alliance.
addition to those with whom we already share an understanding, I would reach out to Hingashi and Suinosato, and further afield to the myriad peoples of Nangsha and Dalmasca. I am under no illusion. Not all will answer the call. Yet disparate though we may be, we are united in our desire for freedom.
This is true.
If our neighbors
Not
could
wanting
be
to
made
die
see what
really
at
is a
stake,
good negotiation
Ascian
point.
machinations and all, cooperation need not be so far-fetched a notion.
It may even seem practical.
Yeah, because it is.
Under the guidance of our former leader, Master Louis Soir, we once strove to unite the fractious city-states of Eorzea. I dare say that experience shall be of use in your endeavor.
We should be glad of your wisdom.
For the record, I would have been in favor of this plan even if it hadn't been my grandfather's, but I have to ask, how will we secure the time to carry it out?
By having depression.
Not that anyone has forgotten, but the Garleans have airships. Lots and lots of airships. Should they catch
do.
wind of our plan, they could send an armada to overwhelm us before our alliance had even begun to take shape.
If they were going to do that, they would have already
Not
done
if we
that.
deny them access to the skies.
Yeah, you do have the bird guys.
During our time in the burn, the Warrior of Light and I chanced upon some Allagan ruins.
Oh?
As such ruins go, they were not particularly unusual, but something about the surrounding land struck me as odd. Faint though it was, its ethereal residue was uncannily similar to that of Azizlar. Identical, in fact. For locations so far removed to share a single etheric signature is all but impossible. I conclude, therefore, that the Allagans created the floating continent with land taken from the burn. While that is
Okay.
a most intriguing theory, I fail to see what relevance it has to Dorma's defense. Azizlar was enclosed in a powerful energy barrier, impenetrable even to an Agrius-class battleship.
Are you gonna put Doma up in
It
a...
occurred to me that those ruins may have enjoyed similar protection. I have no proof, but the Warrior of Light did report seeing a structure resembling other known Allagan field generators.
All right. But even if we could put up such an energy barrier, it surely wouldn't extend beyond the limits of the burn. So what's to stop the Garleans flying around it?
That's a good question. Have the Alliance in the burn?
Fuel. The Dalmascan capital, Rabanasta, was a key imperial refueling point in the east. By laying waste to it as a lesson to the rest, the Empire greatly hindered its own operations in the region.
They have to use
If an
fuel?
imperial fleet
I
were
always
to
felt that it was
advance
just
upon
magic
Roma,
bullshit.
would now have little choice but to travel as the crow flies over the burn.
Did they go above it?
I see.
Or is that like a thing? Does it extend so far up?
A word of caution. Even assuming the generator still functions, raising a barrier of such a scale will require a prodigious amount of energy.
Prodigious.
And few places are so bereft of suitable crystals as the burn.
Well, you could use that RSite stuff.
A source of energy. Tell me, did the Allagans make a habit of launching things into the sky?
I mean, yeah.
Curious question. Besides Azizlar, I know of only one other notable instance. The Red Moon Dalamud, whose fall triggered the calamity.
Just the two occasions, you say? Then I believe I may have a solution to our energy problem.
Alright.
I may. To find out for sure, we would need to visit the Azim Steppe.
What, the
Which
floating
would, I now
place?
see, present the perfect opportunity to discuss an alliance with the Zayla tribes. How very neat. What say you then? Shall we see whither this road leads?
What, the floating place from the Allegan? Is Allegan tech? Well, they did say it was a floating... yeah, maybe. Let's find out. Alright. So we go with the end over to the steps. Nothing else over there aren't likely to be of great use, but more importantly, it seems to me that the ruins of the burnt warrant attention. So while you're screening energy source, I'll engage the friends of Garland Island Works to overhaul the field generators. Okay. Bet. Hehehe. I mean, they do like fighting with friends as much as foes. They fought with me all the time. And I have a gun. Alright. There we go. Pistola. His little outlook.
I will never tire of this vista. The endless fields, the boundless skies. 'Tis a sight to make a man forget his cares.
But not his purpose, I trust. Might this be a fitting moment to tell us what we are doing here?
Would also like to
Of
point out,
course.
Ishtal is
During my
blind.
time with the mole, I learned some few myths of this land. One goes thus. In the distant past, when all seemed doomed, a wayfaring soul came unto the steppe. Venturing into the northern crag, he received of Nama a sliver of her essence, a shard of the shining moon, and with it clove the tainted land from the earth. The end thus averted, to these fields did the wayfaring soul return, and venturing once more into the northern crag, he buried the shard, and made unto the heavens an offering of blood.
A tainted land cloven from the earth and an offering of blood to the heavens. As is La and Dalamud.
That was my thinking, yes.
And you believe that yonder mountains hide an artifact possessed of sufficient power to raise Azizla up to the heavens? I
And
suppose
don't.
that might suffice.
Worth a closer look, would you say?
I would.
The blind cat. Look at what? She's not allowed to make nearly enough blind jokes while they're in here. The blind girl in Avatar was able to make blind jokes all the time. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll take Serena. Alright. Blind time. Yeet. All right. Alright, we're here. Far East. And now we're going to talk about this. Ah, just random radishes over there. Shard of the shining moon left behind by a wayfaring soul, and now you need it to protect the lands. I do, friends wish to find it. In the mountains north, there's a cavern called the House of the Crooked Coin. Inside this cavern are pillars of stone. The legend holds to be the source of the Ma's power. There you'll find what you seek. What are our thoughts on the alliance? If the Empire return, our lands will be engulfed in storm and conflict. If we do not stand together, we will fall apart. However, we're not wont to work together. By no means certain the village will provide the power you seek. Are you desire, fellows? Do you not visit the place first? Daughters. Alright, so we're gonna go to this place and take a look. Rebels Tea. Shakshuka. Funny. The Will of the Moon. Ah, yes. Let's get our buff going. Feed our chicken. Alright, then off we go. Yeet. What other birds do I have? I have... This is the Rose Lanner, and I have the Warring Lanner. I need one more Lanner. Sephiroth is the one that I got. I gotta figure out what the other one is. Neat.
Such an abundance of ether.
Are we in luck?
We are. This is an Allegan artifact, most likely built to regulate the flow of ether.
Magic here,
I
magic there,
strongly
magic
suspect
everywhere.
the ancients used it to stem the flow from here to the burn. That would explain how they were able to untether what became Azys La from its surroundings. But were we to throw open the floodgates, the resultant deluge would surely be sufficient to raise our wall. And in restoring the flow, we may also restore life to the wasteland.
No more desert. Magic barrier and accidentally creating a new, jungle area. Wouldn't that be fun?
What is it?
Someone stalled out the cat.
The itself harbors a surfeit of ether. The opposite is true of the surrounding area.
So
An
this is
effect
a
of
laser.
regulation, perhaps. A similar phenomenon seemed to be occurring in Doma.
All the elements are disappearing.
Whatever the explanation, the answer will not reveal itself here. We have seen what we needed to see. Let us return to Mol Illo.
Illo, okay. I assumed it was small Illo. They like words that, like, flow that way. Okay, back to Mol Illo. Strange bird. A swing. Have I killed that? I don't know if I've killed that. Let's just take out some surrounding stuff here real quick. Good excuse to build up some charge too. Don't run away. How dare. Get over here. Stupid thing. There we go. I feel like I've killed this thing. Oh, I've definitely killed this thing. Alright, finish it off. There we go. Okay. So, let's see. Heaven's Ward. Sephiroth. So... got them out from that. I don't think I've gotten them out from that. Just looking at stuff here real quick. Because that's, Ravana, Sephiroth. Oh wait, doggies are the ones from, right? Is it doggos? No, it's not ones, because I got... oh wait, no, okay, so that is Ravana. Okay. So I haven't gotten the Bismarck one. And I have gotten... okay, that's Sephiroth. So I have gotten Sephiroth. And I've gotten... now... I've gotten Sephiroth. And I've gotten... Thawcast. So... basically, I haven't gotten that one, or that one. Why not? And honestly, I can just... you know what? I'm not going to do that, because I could just do this later. But I can't do this one or that one. I can try and do those ones later off stream. I'll continue the storyline now. Go to the Dotharl. Because they doth big key. Serena is very excitable. And now to go all the way over there. That'd be faster to go here. It's Sadu. You will join hands with us? I like when she grins. Namely, battle with you. Alright. Oh, man, did here it began. I would face you again alone. Defeat me, prove yourself, and all. Okay. I'd rather not. What? I really do appreciate that that is an option all the time. There appears to be some kind of thing going on over here. Kitties! Some of this must be... Oh, yeah. Friggin... whatever. Alright, let's fight the crazy lady. Hi, crazy lady.
Yes! This spot shall serve as well as any. I shall enjoy this Han.
Ah, Han.
Is this
Try to
truly
say it, Cargon.
necessary? Have you no peaceable way of making decisions?
No.
Speak not of peace. You stand before proud warriors of the Dathal. In the heat of battle do our souls burn brightest. We lay low the strong that we may rise higher. That is our way. The way of might. There is no other.
We sit on the faces of the weak that
They
we
do
could
not
stand
want
up.
for conviction.
Indeed, it's what makes them such dangerous enemies and such useful allies.
Enough talk! It is time to fight!
Okay. This almost feels like bullying. I imagine there's a second phase. There it is. Can't see. There we go. Yeah, there it is. I was like, there's no way that was that easy.
In death do our souls sing!
Dude. What's this symbol? Oh, okay.
In death do our souls sing!
Ah, rude. There we go. Okay. Ah, rude. That's cheating. Oh well, Flammenwerfer. Now I'm gonna get hit by that. Interesting. Okay. Stop powering up, you weirdo.
In death do our souls sing!
Stop bullying me with your weird magic, lady. You're the only one that could do these spells.
In death do our souls sing!
Bullshit. Alright. This will knock her out sooner rather than later. You just don't stand in the stupid, and there we go. Got it. Oh, for heaven's sakes. Stop that.
How it burns!
60 seconds. Oh, this is the DPS check. Okay, cool.
In death do our souls sing!
Lady, maybe don't drop a meteor while I'm trying to save the world. Just die, just die, just die, you heckin' lady. Why is this lady so crazy? There we go. Got her.
Yes! Yes! Not since the Nardum has my soul burned so!
Okay, lady, calm down a little bit. Thank you.
Come! We have only just begun.
Ma'am? Really?
Enough! You were not granted leave to set the steppe ablaze.
Well, well, the sun has come out to play.
Rude.
Be gone, Moonstruck Oranir! I am busy!
Fool of a Dothal! Have you forgotten the face of your master already? The sun will never set! From his seat on high, he reigns over all, now and forever.
You guys lost. What do you mean on high? You don't gotta have a seat up there. I think your magic's out, lady.
What should he find here but a battle to determine the fate of the steppe? A battle waged without his blessing. This will not stand.
I love his Titan axe, despite having never fought.
You who come to petition the warriors of this land forget that all Nama's children are wards of the Oranir. As first among my brothers, your petition is mine alone to judge.
These words are as wind from a horse's backside. Plentiful, but your axe sings more sweetly. Let her speak for you.
Rude. Despite having never fought a primal, he has Titan's axe.
You will learn your place.
Forgive me, Brother Magni, but we have an arrangement with the Dothal. We will not abide any interruptions.
Giant free-for-all, yay!
So be it. The sun will pass judgment.
Okay. Oh, he ready to fight. Alright, it's about to become a clown circus.
The sun is in good company. We may dance alone.
Okay. Is all my stuff off cooldown then?
Mercy, for you will have none. Bear witness to the power and the glory of Azim!
Who's just walking? Oh, it's this guy.
Constantly at each other's throats like rabid dogs. Gods, I'm turning into her. I have not the patience for this, but if we must fight, let us at least be brief. Come.
Out? Oh, what is this? Faith Well restores MP, heal, damage, earth damage. Okay.
Kneel or die!
Okay, so we're gonna need to take out what's his butt here.
Bow down before me!
Yeah, this is gonna suck.
Kneel or die!
I hate that all my stuff interrupts if I move, and I have to move to do all this stuff. That's fair. I don't play mages normally, so I don't know how this stuff works. Ah, okay. Win damage over time.
Kneel or die! Mark well and learn! Concentrate! Kneel or die!
Okay, go. There we go. I don't like this fight. Alright, so we get our damage going over time. Big hits.
Bow down before me!
Come on. Do the thing.
Mark well and learn.
Alright, let's protect Ian by toasting that. Kill him.
Kneel or
Did that
die.
not work? Apparently not. Would you... Really? There it goes. Like, why isn't he healed? There you go. Be a tank. Please tank. Thank you. This is silly. This smash his face in.
Before me. Tremble before the sun.
Huh. That's a problem. Sir, thank you. DPS race.
Let us be about it.
He's about to do something cool. Ah, rude. Predictable. Every step you take, every move you make. Oh no. Eddie. Oh, no, 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 no.
Ether, to me. Have at you.
Time for an ass beating. Hey. Oh no, he's gonna be hot for a Stola. He's got it bad, so bad. He's hot for a Stola. Yeah, I whooped her ass off screen. Anyways.
Never have I felt such bliss in defeat.
This girl is horny.
'Twas a battle to burn soul and flesh to ash. We Dothal will lend you our strength as promised.
They're having some kind of thing
Nama's
going on over there.
power is yours to wield.
Next door is, of course, being jerks.
What does the sun say to that?
What does Sonny Boy say to that? I'm hot and
The sun
bothered
is
by
not
Stola.
driven by base motives such as yours. But they have been judged and found worthy. It is the way of the Oranir to accord recognition and respect to the strong. You have made sufficient proof of your strength. The sun shall answer your call.
Yeah, you'd better. I whooped your ass before, I'll do it again.
You have our thanks. We are glad to call you allies.
You? By what are you called?
Called it. Boy, horny.
You stole her. Why?
Are you my Nama?
Everyone around. No.
I beg your pardon?
In battle, you shone with all the majesty of the full moon's light. Your healing touch, the embodiment of the Dusk Mother's love.
God. This boy cringe.
Long had I wondered if my Nama might not be a woman of the steppe. Beholding you, I am all but certain.
God. Unbelievably cringe.
Now, look into my eyes. Could it be?
Big.
Could you be?
She is blind, sir. She cannot look anywhere.
I am not interested, little son. Try again when you've become a man.
Oh,
Little?
oof. That voice actor.
Little son! Little son!
God. Oh, man.
Does it pain you, little son? Crave you salve to soothe the ache? Fire to sear the wound in your heart?
We have wasted enough time here. Siren awaits for word of our success.
I mean, we technically have succeeded, I guess. We won! Question mark. Also, that was a sick burn. Holy shit. A wound from which he will never recover. Jesus, Y'shtola, you didn't have to cauterize the wound after you gave it. No. God's willing, when we were rallied to our cause. I'll send word when we have answer from all the tribes. Yay. Waters. Angie. Time to put in the Moz parties. If Aether flows this plan, I'll let Rains to have the Ironworks engineers do their work. Let's go back. Okay. He looked into the full moons of her gaze, and she called him Tiny Penis. God. Looks up to him. Baby man, to his face. Holy cow. Unrepenting Y'shtola devastation. Alright, let's see her start a new savannah. How big is this crystal cactus? It seems to go pretty far down. Cool. Almost. Neat. Did it work? Question mark?
Did it work?
Doesn't look like it worked.
It did. ether may flow freely to the burn once more.
Never mind. That seems bad. That seems like that's going to drastically lessen the amount of aether in the surrounding areas because it's all going to get sucked into the void. Thanks to you. My mouth's just up. Hasten back to the Enclave. Everything stands, blah blah. Off we go. Okay. 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 Alright, so back we go. Good call. Dolman Enclave. Off we go. Onward and inward. Essentially, I want says a step. Indeed, it is a suitable source of energy. Yay! Data of commission the Harlan marks to ensure the field generators. Team of engineers will stand ready to set up for the burn. So, you're in Hacker. I'll face you with our neighbors. All factions approach an agreement with the Empire and we respond positively. Oh, good. From Higashi and Sato, we received outright ejections. Yeah. That's fair. I believe we've done everything we can to fortify. There we go. Nodders. Ooh, yeah. I think we should arrive at Alameda Quarter by now. Ta-da! We're progressing storyline. Soon we'll be out of storm blood, I hope. So we went over here to the Enclave, and instead of teleporting us over here, we have to do it ourselves. Why not just teleport us to keep going with the story? In newer games, they just don't even bother. Like, you have the option to just teleport the thing whenever you need to. And I really appreciate that as far as the player's time. But I do know that this is an older game, blah blah blah. Alright. Hello! Oh, what did you just send me, wife? Let's see what the wife just sent me. The wife has sent me a thing. I see. The wife is very jauntily jouncing her way over to me. And I gotta kiss
I'm here to annoy him.
She jounced jouncily down the hall.
I sent him a picture that says, "Don't annoy me, me coming to annoy him." And I did the same.
Yeah.
I had to.
She's very kissable. Okay, continuing the storyline. On proceeding, several cutscenes will play in a row. Oh boy. We may yet be to the end of this freaking thing and into the new one. Bye. Tater.
Mistress Lise, Commander Aldin, it gives me great pleasure to formally welcome the city-state of Alamigo to the Eorzean.
I like that they have like this castle and stuff, but since it was taken over for a long time by the Garleans, a lot of their stuff is missing. So now there is just the griffin symbol on the back wall that looks like it was drawn by a local child on the tapestry. They did not think you would look at it very long, so it does not look terribly good in high def.
Lord Hien of Doma, at your service. Pray, accept my
Lord
heartfelt
Hien.
thanks for your generous invitation.
Oh Lord, Hien.
Nay, 'tis we who must thank you
Hey,
for journeying
Marek.
so far. And 'twould be remiss of me not to acknowledge the part the Scions of the Seventh Dawn have played in bringing all of us together. In times of great unrest, you and
The
yours
voice
have
actors
been
in
our
a cutscene that I was
constant
just in a little bit
companions,
ago
without
after I
whom
finished a battle were
we would
allowed
not
to
be
just
here.
whole hog chew the scenery, and it was quite nice. Because the one guy was being just turbo cringe at the cat lady. I was like, such grace, such power. Let me look in your eyes. Are you my one from this mythological story about a Romeo and Juliet, basically? And like, he looks into her eyes, and she's looking up at him like, I'm blind. And she's at like almost waist height to him, like maybe a little bit higher than that. And she looks up to him and she goes, oh, little son, I'm not interested. And he's like, little? Like, that voice actor getting full souled that scene. It was good.
I too owe my presence here to Alphino, in so many ways. Until such time as he returns, I mean to carry on his good work.
The stupid clients. This is an old one.
Oh, yeah?
The machine takes 3.5 floppy disks.
Ooh.
5.25 floppy disks. He folds it twice and puts it in.
Ugh. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, you can't get that anymore.
No, thankfully. Not from lack of trying. Putting things into the CD tray.
Having heard the rumors of dissent in Garlemald, I dared to dream of a peaceable solution.
A peaceful solution. However,
The Empire will not so
like,
easily
two
change
guys,
its
burgers, and
ways.
fries don't want there to be a peaceful solution.
If the Garleans have a mind to take back Doma and Alamigo, we'll be hard-pressed to stop them, even with the might of
We're
6
gonna get our
nations.
butts kicked with it.
But while we lack the strength to fight the tide, a course may yet present itself, if we read the winds aright.
The winds suggest but one course to me. One which leads from the sea unto the river and thence to the source of all our woes.
The Asians.
The Asians, yes. The assholes. They're assholes.
All here have
Yeah.
felt their blighted touch. It was the bringers of chaos who nurtured the Archbishop's tyrannical ambitions.
The bringers of chaos.
They who bestowed upon him the
That is
secrets of
Griffin.
something as they have so many others before
Boy.
and since. And while they remain, we shall
Hey, wife.
know no
Boy.
peace.
Boy.
Our objective is clear. The question is how to achieve it. That our enemy parades about in Zenos.
Am I gonna get to go to Garlemald? I wanna go to Guardians.
How are we to
Let me go on an
infiltrate the
adventure.
Empire and get close enough to strike?
About this stupid desert. The desert of content as well as just being a desert. I'm done with being at Stormblood.
I
Oh.
see the wisdom in targeting the Asians. An assassination attempt on Garlean soil would do little to aid our cause, even were it to succeed. It's time we used our enemy's preferred tactic: subterfuge.
You have an idea? Speak your mind, Master Thancred. None here know the enemy better than the Scions, and you mayhap best of all. Whatever it is you propose, we will give it fair hearing. On that you have my word.
Very well, Admiral. My proposal is thus. We dispatch the shinobi to Imperial territory. There, they sow the rumor that the Crown Prince perished in the battle for Alamigo, and that the man parading around is in fact a corpse inhabited by a servant of darkness.
Okay. Go from there. What would that even accomplish? They would just be like, that sounds crazy.
Well, it does have the ring of truth
Hatsuniku's
about
coming to
it.
Coachella.
And were the
Hmm?
Galleons to
Hatsuniku's
learn
coming
that
to
their future
Coachella.
ruler is a puppet, the Empire would
Why?
be shaken to the core.
You ain't got no style.
But at the risk of sounding stupid,
Eh.
would they actually believe such an unlikely story? I didn't.
Ordinarily not. But prior to his miraculous recovery, rumors of Zenos' death had already begun to circulate
This
around
is
the
true.
Empire.
They've already said, he died over
Ultimately,
here.
however, what the masses
And then he started showing up, and that's a little weird, but yeah, he was just horribly wounded, question mark.
Opening for rival factions within Garlemald to exploit.
Just as a war of succession erupted in the wake of Emperor Solus's death.
A war which raged until but recently, plunging the Imperial House into disarray as nephew and uncle grappled for the throne. It is no coincidence that one of Varus's first acts as Emperor was to name Zenos heir apparent, family feuds being so tiresome when armies are involved. Not all welcomed his choice of successor, however. There is no shortage of individuals who aspire to the throne, who would jump at any chance to seize power. The news that Zenos is not only dead, but a puppet to diabolical forces would be too enticing to ignore.
We're going to schemerly ways.
Would not be quick to recover from a second war of succession.
Are we going to start War Crimes Division?
I am no stranger to infiltrating Imperial territory. With a team of operatives gathered from among the Alliance's finest, the plan should have a reasonable chance of success.
Doma already has shinobi in place throughout the provinces. We stand ready to act, and act we must. What say you all?
I'm for Master Thancred's proposal. We shine a light upon the Ascian and test the Empire's unity.
Do I get to go over there?
That scuttled Doma's negotiations, was it not? Why then, if we can eliminate him, there may yet be a chance for peace.
Did Merweb's voice actress change?
Let us wage this war of subterfuge, that we may one day lay down our arms. Gods know we never will while the Ascians remain.
Merweb sounds so different. Did they change voice actress? It's entirely possible they did between expansions. Ah, that's neat. That's a new one.
That way. Sorrow.
Ah, I'm tripping balls in front of everyone. Got it. A little awkward.
History must be changed. Ahead looms a calamity. Ahead looms light, expunging all form and life.
Oh no.
Twin dooms only you can forestall. Only you.
What's the matter?
A warrior of seizures.
There's a voice.
See, I think they've all been tempered.
Spies in our midst. Nay, I sense no such presence.
Let expanse contract. Eon become instant. Throw wide the gates that we may pass.
Nick.
Is it over?
Nah.
Master Thancred!
Yeah, I think everybody's been tempered at this point. I feel like they all are.
12 for Fend.
Bear him to a private chamber. Have every healer make ready. Swiftly!
Also, you notice Lisey didn't go funny because her and Papalymo managed to escape beforehand.
Master Thancred remains in slumber. Though his vital signs appear stable, he's unresponsive.
Unresponsive.
What could have done this? And why just him and not the others?
I'm afraid we could not identify the cause, my lady. Our examinations revealed no wounds, nor the presence of any poisonous substances.
Gods, that only makes it worse. You're to let us know the moment there's any change, all right?
Thank you for coming. Knowing Thancred, he would apologize for being otherwise engaged at so crucial a juncture.
In gifting us a course of action, Thancred sowed the seed of all that is to follow. We have but to nurture it as best we can. To him, I would say, rest easy, that he may wake to enjoy the fruits of our labors. Now, the matter of the mysterious voice must not be forgotten. Will you tell me exactly what happened?
Alright, what happened is we all tripped out.
And I heard a voice in the moments before Thancred collapsed. It was accompanied by a severe headache, as if something were clutching at our minds. Did you experience the same thing?
So, in between the voice and the pain, you felt as if you were somewhere else entirely.
Yeah, just tripping balls. It's fine. It happens a lot with the Echo.
Your testimony confirms my suspicion. That which you experienced was, I believe, your soul being plucked.
It'd be funny to have one of these things where it's like, ah, you're the chosen one and you're hearing voices and it's leading you on your thing, but it's actually just like, you're just having a seizure. Oh. You're actually not the chosen one at all. You're just a crazy person. That would be a fun twist.
Examined Thancred. Reach out as I may, I could not sense in him the spark of life that is his soul.
Yeah, Thancred's not in Thancred anymore. Again. This is fine.
That Thancred alone was stricken so is likely due to his heightened sensitivity to the effects of ether. A consequence of his prior possession by the Ascian Lahabrea. The owner of the voice, whoever it may be, reached out to you, called your souls, and in so doing, caused you and yours such pain.
But if that's true, where exactly are we being called to?
I know not. Yet one thing is plain. Whoever waits for you on the other side is possessed of a power unlike any I have ever known.
Yeah, that's a new one for us. Excuse me.
Forgive us, Lise, but may we leave Thancred in your care for a time?
As if you had to ask. I may not be a scion anymore, but I'm no less a friend. Don't worry.
Be a scion
I'll see
anymore.
to it that Thancred's well looked after. Just focus on solving this mystery, all right?
She also didn't go through the
Thank
same
you,
kind of
Lise.
stuff that we did since she was off with Papa Limo. So I think that she was never
As the
tempered,
elder
unlike
Seedseer
everybody else.
says, 'tis no ordinary individual we are dealing with. Nor can we discount the possibility of Ascian involvement.
True, could be the
Whoever
idiots.
or whatever is behind this, the sooner we find out, the better.
Alright. We've escaped the cutscene jail. Oh yes, Uringer. Alright, we'll meet you there. He heard the voice too, in timeline. Do. Scions were targeted specifically. By whom and to what end is the question. You learned Aggie. I'm going to go here and do it. Angie. We're gonna put box back on there because I like doing that. All right. Anyways, storyline go. All right, it's done. So fine, that's enough. Whatever happened? It targeted only active, special name characters in the Scions. All right. Oh, is it just gonna take me there? Awesome. Did it affect the bartender in the Scions? Tall Ranger. We still haven't forgiven you for betraying us, you asshole.
Urianger! Gods, it's good to see you.
I'm not calling him Urianger. I don't care how French.
We're under happier circumstances. I judge the voice sufficient.
I don't care. I'm never calling him Urianger. It's Uringer. French tall ass elf. Fuck you in French.
I'm listening to a thing about horrible clients that are dumb.
Mm-hmm.
One guy asked for color changes for like an hour, and when he finally told him like the color scheme he chose is crap, the guy goes, "Oh, I'm colorblind. This looks good to me." Like, yeah, that's how it feels sometimes.
Yeah. What do you think is responsible? Could this be the Asians doing?
That I cannot say. Not when so little is known.
I got a brand new combine harvester.
Ere I indulge in speculation, I would examine Thancred with mine own eyes.
To Alamigo then, without further delay.
One other thing. During my visit to the Far East, I observed a strange phenomenon.
Thou referrest, I presume, to the localized reduction in etheric density.
Well, that spares me the trouble of an explanation. Yes, I noted precisely that at two apparently unconnected locations. I take it the phenomenon is not limited to the Far East.
Indeed not.
Tell us more, Ranger.
Of late, our agents charged with surveilling the beast tribes have spoken of little else. In every corner of the realm, they tell of places in which the ether hath grown thin.
Educate
Naturally,
working
my
so good.
suspicions first turned to primal activity, but the areas thus affected betray no evidence of summoning. I must confess to being quite perplexed.
If the same phenomenon is being observed in multiple locations on opposite sides of the world, we may safely discount regional factors. Needless to say, this warrants further investigation.
Yay, the world's getting sucked dry of magic.
I shall make it my task to.
What you say?
The voice. It calleth to me once more.
Oop, no more Oranger. Silent Hills! Flashbang.
I hear it too.
What?
Only you. Only you.
No! Ishtola! Urianger!
Throw wide the gates.
Throw the gaze. What?
No! No, this can't be happening!
Oops. Oh well. Her tail puffed up.
Y'shtola! Urianger! Open your eyes!
This is fine.
Open your eyes, I beg you! Say something! Anything! Not again. Please, not again.
And Alice is once again reduced to a useless princess mess.
Much like me. Hello.
I love you too, dear.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. Storyline focusing. Everyone's passing out. Best to think our language is in a like state in Alamiga? I'm afraid so. But given circumstances, soon best to observe them together. Some wordly say you should be brought here. The world is full of scholars and knowledgeable folks. Somebody will figure it out. You say I'm too stupid. I like that his chest plate has abs added to it. Alright, we're gonna go visit somebody in Limsa Lumimsa or whatever. I want to go to a new place. I want to see new stuff. Alright, see if this behaves. Yeah, I think we're about at the end of our game for the night. Yeah. Alright. Yep. That's about at the end of things. There we go. Starting to load us in. Oh, we have side quests now. Wait, no. Alright. Okay, so... Dead unpaid. Right, so dancer... So these are not it. Let's see if we can get to the teleporter without it crashing on us. Hmm.
This guy went to his first day of work as a graphic designer, and they gave him no computer. They told him to draw the website on paper first, and then they computer.
What?
I have no idea.
That's not how that works. Come on, game, you can do it. Well, maybe. There it goes. Nope. It didn't make it. Alright, well, on that note then, we're just going to go ahead and it's the end of my night. So, we're going to go and boop the timer, and we're going to thank y'all for coming. And bye-bye now.